What's up, everybody? Welcome to your first Deck Tech 60 in quite some time. This is a 4-color aggro build. I like to call it 5-color aggro. A lot of people are going to fight me on that, but I don't really care because in 5-color aggro, you don't run blue. This deck has cards in it. Let me tell you what they are. It's got 1 copy of Baneslayer Angel. That's a good white card. It's got 2 copies of Planner Cleansing. That's so that we can do a bunch of stuff. We can hold on to like this. We've got a couple of board wipes. We've got, the 4 board wipes in the format. I mean, if you don't want to call him Inferno Titan, he, can only kill like 3 dudes when he comes out. But that's pretty good for us because we have an aggressive early game, and then if we kind of stall out and screw up, we don't have any target removal in the traditional sense that mass removal is really what we want to have going on. Speaking of unconventional targeted removal, we have 1 copy of Shadow Parentamen. This guy can come back and come back and come back in this deck, which is really, really useful. We've also got 3 copies of Rescue from the Underworld. That's how we're going to get our buddies out of the yard if they end up down in there. We've got Shieldred, which is in pretty much every freaking, deck that runs black. It's just such a good card. It's really powerful. It's got a ton of goofy tricks that it can do. If it gets exiled, you're going to frown, but that's still sorcery speed in white, so good times. You're going to feel pretty good about it. I mean, I guess if they were white and blue, they could, instant speed get rid of it, which isn't terrible anymore. We've also got 2 Runescarred Demons. It's going to allow us to get the cards that we need to. Pay attention to the mana curves, you guys. We've got maximum 2 black that we need. We've got maximum 3 white that we need. It's going to be super important this week, so pay attention to that. We've got maximum 2 red that we need as well. And then green, we got a max of 3. Anger of the Gods I was talking about is important to have that exile removal, really good mass removal. We can reuse it thanks to Charmbreaker Devils. Charmbreaker Devils might get us Cultivate sometimes, which is good too, but if you have the 2 of them in the yard, you want to leave your Charmbreaker Devils out to kind of get you this. So what I mean by that is if you draw a Cultivate out of the yard due to this ability, do not play it. Just wait until you can get that. Kind of raise your chances up, 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 and away. Stormbreath Dragon is a good red card, so it's in here. It's got flying. It's got monstrosity. It's really strong. It's probably the best dragon in the format because it only costs 5. It's got flying and haste and protection for 5. It's actually kind of insane on that 4/4 body. And then it's got that monstrosity, which is really great against the blue counterparts because it is something that they can't stop. They can't counter it. Even if they bounce it once you've enacted it, they're going to take that damage. So if they've been drawing a bunch of cards, you can just be like, ha, your face. And that's a good time. Sometimes I like to stall out, wait for them to draw, and then jump into that monstrosity before they get a chance to play that land. Just be like, fuck you. Oh, you gotta be tricky with it, and they gotta be slow, but boy, is it delicious. Inferno Titan's really good. That's a good red card, so he's in here. He kills stuff, and then he kills your opponent. So this is a good card to have. Charmbreaker Devils we already talked about. This is kind of just to be out there and be cool. Yeah, it eats removal, so that, our good shit doesn't. Or it actually kills our opponent. It's amazing. We got Pelican Worm. We got 3 copies of that because it's a good card. We got Cultivate. That's really important because our mana is a little hickory-dickory jank. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but you can see we've got to do some work. We've got Obelisk in here. But you know what? Obelisk is just so good, and we can utilize all its really good effects. We can do the target creature gets -2/-2. We can do the red. We can do the green. I'm going to leave it in here. 2 drop. 2 of them, 6 drop. Obelisk. It's really strong. Woolly Thicter is in there, as well as a 3 of. We got 3 Thrynax. That's just a 5/4 boy. I don't even need to say anything about him. Look at him. He is ready to beat some ass. We got Thrynax. That's really good if we have to board wipe, or if our opponent can board wipe, we don't really care because we get 3 1/1s out there, which is pretty good. Crash is in here because he's gold. He's cool. He does stuff. And we got this Bomber because it does stuff as well. Drop some dudes off. It's low to the ground. It's kind of how we aggro up in this pile. Let's talk about some mana. So the really important thing we had to, we did 3 of all, which is, I could change it a little bit, but I actually really like the way this is set up, to be honest with you. The mana is generally on point. We could tweak the 3 of each a lot, actually. We couldn't tweak it for at minimum. You want 3 white though, because that's what you need in case you have to tutor for them, in case you have to use your land fetch. But we could do just 2 black. We would keep the red in there and the green in there. But we could go down 1 black and do some stuff. We do have 24 lands, which is more than I usually put in here. We got 3 jungle shrines. We got 3 savage lands. We've got 1 Rakdos Guildgate. See, this is where I really kind of got into it, because I put 1 of each in here as well. Just really straight up easy mana. I don't care that much. It's a solid deck. We could mess with the math a bunch more, but I mean, I don't want to. Make it too OP. That'd be too much. Our opponents would just be weeping openly. They'd be like, I feel bad. And I'd be like, I know you do. You kind of should. But for right now, we're going to play this thing. So we kind of showed it off a little bit. Now let's show what it can do. This deck is... So basic strategies for this deck. Beat face. That's a good one. Pound face. Grind teeth. That's a good one. What are some more strategies here? Beat your opponent quickly or slowly. Depending on how it goes. Never lose. That's a good one. You could take the 2 obelisks out and put in 12-12. Stompy McStomperson. That's all I'm saying. It's not a bad guy to have in there. You could take it out and put in a bunch of other stuff that'd be kind of cool, but we didn't. So you could take both of the obelisks out, and you can put in Angel that brings your life total back to 20 because that guy's hilarious. And you can put in the huge dude. You can put in Hughie McBigglestein. Kozilek is who we're talking about there. Boom. Jump in. Second from the bottom. You know that's how we run things here when we're sitting here for 5 years. Yeah. Where are you at? Okay. Fantastic. Sgoy. Let's get in here. See, and the mana just shows right the fuck up. Look at the mana just showing up. Just being like, yo, I hear you question. I wasn't questioning you. I feel like they were questioning you. Now the mana's pissed at you guys. Oh, I feel bad for you because the mana pulls its weight. We've got everybody coming out. We've got Bomber. We've got Thrax McGrax going on. We've got everything on lock. That was a terrible lock noise. It was... That's really... It's like... You know, that's like a big lock. That's a lock right there. Fuck. Huh. That's crazy. Yeah, roll sleeves up here. So we're going to do some serious beating right here. Serious pounding. All right. Jungle Shrine's going to give us 1 white trigger. So we've got 2 green, 2 red, 1 white. So we've got 3 reds, so we're set on red. We've got 2 blacks, so we're set on black. The only thing that I would need if I draw a tutor is some white. So we would just grab a little bit of white on there so we could do Planar Cleansing. So this is amazing because you can unearth this guy after a board wipe, and he comes back and he's really happy to see you. This could be an issue, though. I hate these decks that put the flying thing right on this guy. He becomes a 5/5 like fucking immediately, which is really a bummer. You know what I'm talking about. Flying thing. Flying thingy. You know. Nimbus Wings. I got there. Guys, calm down. Rescue is a bummer. Oh no, I feel like I'm in trouble here. Nimbus Wings on this fucking 2/2. I got chump blocked, son of a bitch. It's really not what I want to do with my life. This guy... Arrest? That's weird. It's weird. I've been arrested. I've been arrested. My development has been halted. It's a play on words. It works like because it's development. They like developing things. I need some fucking mana or something. It's becoming a problem for me. If somebody dies, I can sack it out. You know, I mean, I can't use Rescue from the Underworld because it doesn't do anything. Bum, 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 bum. I'm really worried about this, you guys. Nimbus Wings on this 2/2 right now is going to really frost my giblets. Yo, that's exactly what this guy is doing. Gnarled Barkley is out there, which is never good. This guy's playing auras, though, so you got to hand it to him. Played on the 3/3, son. What? Kooky. I really need Planar Cleansing. I need to draw Cultivate right now. Block. Block all day. Block all day. Shit out 3 dudes. Cultivate, 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 cultivate. Fuck. That is not Cultivate, you guys. It is not Cultivate at all. Oh, I'm 2 mana away from Planar Cleansing, which is just going to win this for me because this guy's going to eggs and baskets. And if I can survive it, I'll be okay. I've got a flyer, which is nice because Nimbus Wings is in this pile. Like, I'm 1,000,000,000% sure. Oh, yo, it's Dragon Person. Shit's out like something, right? 2/2, something or another. This is really bad. Shit! This is really, really bad. I'm not being allowed to skip my attack either, which is also kind of a bummer. Oh, come on. This is fucking shitty. Oh my god. I just need that cultivate, and we're on it. Cultivate, and we are all about it. Yeah, block that guy. I'm at 10. 2 cards in hand. I'm 3 turns away from dying. 2 turns away from dying. 3 turns away from dying. That's not what I needed. I can drop that guy down to 3, though. What's the right play? Powerless, can't block it. Storm Breath can't be targeted by anything, but if he has anything else to play. Because if I sack out the 2/2 as a result, the enchantment will fall off, go to the yard. This guy would become a 3/3. But I need something out there in the interim. I could attack for 2, to be honest with you. No, because then if he gets a flyer, I'm really boned. Just sit. I really just need Planar Cleansing to work. But if I can kill the Gnarlid, then I'll be in better shape than horrible shape. See, that's bad. I can't do it. There's nothing I can do. Just shut the fuck down. Shut down. God, that sucks. Not a good first showing. Not a good first showing at all. That was a fun deck to play against. That's a good deck over there. Huh. Not good, you guys. Not good. I always lose on these first ones. I don't know. It's a really, really sad thing. There's not a lot of strategy to talk about in this deck either. It's just kind of a bummer. There's not really anything else you can do to find mana, though. So, I mean, it's kind of where we're at. That's a bummer. That put a bad taste in my mouth. I hope you enjoyed the episode, though. We're going to be playing this all week, so we'll redeem ourselves. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you all next time.